So I wanted to give you just a quick walkthrough of Real Science for Kids chemistry here. Again, the new name for it is Focus on High School Chemistry, worth a half credit. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this a whole credit. So this is the older version. I think it will suffice. The new version is over $100, and I do not want to pay that. So here are the table of contents. About teaching chemistry this year. I did a little bit of that with my oldest son when he was about 11th or 12th grade. But we did so much science, like so many integrating sciences, that we didn't get to like just focus on chemistry solely. And I'm looking forward to focusing on this solely, especially the math. I'm a math geek. Ouch. So just so you know, they do have a middle school version. When I say middle school version, they have a middle school chemistry, which is very good if you have your middle schoolers, maybe 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And they can get the level 1 of this to actually help and prep them for high school chemistry. Okay, so that was the table of contents, and this is how it's set up. We have chapter 1, matter, mass, and moles, and then you'll see what you need to do here. And as you can see, it's colorful. All of the vocabulary are in red, which I love. That helps me to prepare. It's broken down into sections. So you have the chapter and then subsections there. I love the visuals. And so what I've decided to do is really, let me get to the part and tell you a little bit about how I'm going to approach this year. Okay, so at the end of a chapter, you're going to have the summary. And like this is the summary here. So it's only a few sentences there, but what I'm going to do is use it as dictation. So he's going to do this before and do it as dictation before he reads. So it's like going to give him a briefing on what's going on in this chapter. So he's going to use it as dictation. And here's the rest of it. Oh, it's way more sentences. So yeah. And that dictation, when he writes it, of course, I get to check all his little grammar stuff too. I am the type of mom that I like for things to be combined because it takes so much work out of it for me. I don't like a lot of separate subjects. Okay, so if I can use it in a way that's going to combine something else or another subject, I'm going to do that. And then here are the study questions. And he, of course, will be required to answer the study questions in complete sentences. And there you go. So, also, in this book, what I got was a chart. I got this chart came with it. It came with each book that I bought. So you do get the periodic table of elements. Now, because I really, it's not anything that he like truly has to memorize or anything like that. I'm not going to require him to memorize anything as far as this whole periodic table. But what I am going to do is that as we go throughout the school year, he's going to make his own wall chart of the periodic table of elements. And he's going to do that with index cards. So for instance, if he has H for helium, he's going to take an index card and he's going to write H at the top. He's going to put in the name of it and also the number. And then we will look at a video or something like that on it, and he'll write about it. And then that gets added to our wall chart. And he's going to do that for each element. So that should take care of a lot of writing and a lot of studying too, especially when you combine it with videos or something like that. He's visual, but he's also auditory. And so I just want to make sure that he grasps what these are. I like this, like AG is, what is that, silver? That's pretty cool. So we'll actually look at those. There's some that I haven't heard. Like when I was in school, I didn't do chemistry. I ran away from it. But I'm so excited to tackle it this year. Maybe be something I teach here at home with some other homeschoolers. That would be great. So as you can see, oh, let me show you. This is level 1. Now this level 1, Real Science for Kids, Chemistry level 1, they say it is geared for middle school. So I'm saying 7th and 8th. I think even 6th, 5th and 6th, it can be geared for. It has the same setup. As you can see, it's not as like thick as the other book. Okay, you see that? Compared to this. All right. So my goal for teaching chemistry isn't really about all of the math that's in it, because he's in Life of Fred and he gets a lot of math. And so even though we will like go over a lot of the math that's in there, I'm not gonna like require him to actually master that because he has plenty of math. But yeah, but this is the Real Science for Kids level 1 for middle school. And I think both books have, this is 10 chapters. Let's see. Yeah, 10 chapters in this book. And of course, you know, like I said, I'm going to add in the cogs that they have. And I think I showed you guys the chapters in that one. But I want to get back to the cogs here because I'm really excited about that. So I have 3 cogs. 3. As you can see, history, technology, and language. What I'm excited about is that I am doing Greek and Latin with him this year, Greek and Latin roots. And so when I saw the cog for this and saw that it actually introduced the Greek and Latin roots, I was excited because this can combine with and go with his English. So I actually have a separate Greek and Latin, I believe it's called vocabulary from the roots up or something like that, and I'll do that in another video. But this is connected to chemistry, and I love that, and I love words and I love to dissect them. So teaching the roots is one of those main things that if you do it and if you teach it to your children, they will be able to define any word. And in each cog, I believe there are 10 lessons. They correlate, each book correlates with the main book. Now, the cogs can also be used for the level 1. And they can also be used for high school level 2. So with it being 6 books in all, I think we can easily stretch this out to make it a year. But just in case we don't, and we are going to have labs. Now, I'm not like buying a lot of lab equipments. What I am doing is using the Magic School Bus chemistry lab, and I think it's enough for him. It's enough for us to see something. I got it for like $10 or $20 or something like that, and I think it will suffice and do what it's supposed to do. I also have this book that I've had for, I know, 10 years, 501 Science Experiments, that's going to go along with this. But what I like about this is that it's divided into chapters. Well, or subjects, you know, all your different sciences. So this is astronomy, biology, chemistry, geology, and geography, physics, and weather. So I'm going to turn to the chemistry section here, as you can see. And you can get this at any bookstore. I know that our local bookstore, I believe it's called Books A Million up here, is where I got it from. And I think that's when I got it the very first time. I think I gave one away, and then I wound up buying it again from a used bookstore. So as you can see, they have different experiments here for chemistry. And I want to do some fun things with Israel this year. I really want to enjoy these moments, especially now, because we're about to end. I'm about to retire here, and I really want to enjoy the time that we have left. So I usually, for our high school year, usually try to get a lot of our main things out for 9th and 10th, you know, during 9th and 10th grade, and then 11th and 12th grade become a little bit more fun. I mean, we still have to do our math and our English, those things that are required like that, but like electives are more fun. So as you can see, this is the 501 Science Experiments, and this is the chemistry section. So I just wanted to give you a look at some of the experiments that we will do. And we would try to do, my goal is to at least do one, I'm going to start with one experiment a month and see how we go. Something about if I like say I'm going to do one a week, we never get to doing one a week, and then I feel so defeated, and I don't want to feel that. So instead of me making a goal that's like high up, and you know, I'm thinking I can reach it, and then life happens, I'm going to like say that my goal is just to do this amount, this small amount, and then it'd be easier for me to do. And then when I actually do it, I feel like I have succeeded. Now this one I'm looking forward to, the floating egg. That's pretty cool. So, but yeah. Also, okay, so you may be wondering, okay, so, let me let you look at, that was this. This is history, one of the cogs. I'm all over the place right now. So, introduction to history, how chemistry connects to history. You're going to learn, it tells you what you're going to learn here in this workbook. Now remember, don't be stuck to the book or the curriculum. If it doesn't work for you, make the curriculum fit you. You do not fit the curriculum. That's what I believe in. So we may not do every single thing that's in here. We are going to do the reading. That's my thing. Even if I have to give it to them on Saturdays or something like that, or maybe even a Sunday as a Sunday reading, it won't hurt to read it. But don't beat yourself up if you can't do every single thing. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to introduce and do all of this yet, but all I know is that I am. And I got the cogs. Oh, on their website, they have the cogs, and they are actually they are discontinued, guys. So if you go to gravitaspress.com, I believe, then guess what? You're going to get the cogs for $5. Once they're gone, they're gone. And I even looked on Amazon, and let me tell you, because they are going to be discontinued, people are putting the prices like way up. And so when I went to the website and saw that it was $5 and it's going to be discontinued, yes. You can also do rainbowresource.com. I believe they have them, but not as not for $5. So $5 is awesome. So as you can see, it's set up just like that. This is a workbook for the student. What I may do, instead of having him work through this, I may just make a copy, because I want to keep the book, because I may just teach this as a class 1 year. I'm not sure. So this is of the technology there. And so really quick, I'm just going to pause for a moment and be right back. Okay, so I hope you guys like that quick walkthrough of how I'm going to teach chemistry. I'm also really quick wanted to say that I am going to add in as my supplement. I'm thinking about two things. Life of Fred chemistry, which we are Life of Fred people. And I read through like I believe the sample that he had, it's on his website, that you can like download and see what it's about. When I read it, I thought, this is really good. I love the way that he can connect this storyline to real life stuff. So I may just get Life of Fred to, if we get through this before the end of the year, before our whole 180 days, Life of Fred chemistry may be one I go through or go to. I'm also looking at, let's see, what is it called? Chemistry 101 DVD. It is Christian based. I love the videos, but my son isn't, even though he can be visual, he doesn't like a lot of video learning. The only videos he like if it's like Netflix or YouTube or something like that. But when it comes to education, he doesn't like the whole video learning. But I really like the way the Chemistry 101 DVD looks. And I like how the narrator and the main character is like putting things in real life. But it is a little pricey. So it's like $69, which I'm not sure if I want to spend that, because Fred for a whole year of chemistry, I believe it's like $30. So I may go with Life of Fred, but I'll do an update and show you guys what I do. I'm going to sit here for a little bit and I'm going to plan this out. That's my goal this year, is to plan, but not plan. I'm not a whole year ahead planner. I am a monthly and weekly planner. So that's my goal right now, is to sit and plan out how I'm going to integrate all of this chemistry together, mark down which ones we want to do, as far not which books, but which experiments we want to do. And I give him choices like, okay, do you want to do this for this year or that for this year? And he's usually like, oh, whatever, but sometimes he's like, no, I'm not really interested in that. So he chose chemistry, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a good time. So yes, this is what I'm doing for 11th grade chemistry. And I hope you guys are doing very well and just really thinking about what you want to teach. Have fun. Make it exciting. Now, please don't think that every single day is going to be like that, because it is not. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have in-between days. You're going to have those days where it's raining and you want to stay in bed. And sometimes I do. I get me an extra 30 minutes to an hour. So, but at least have a small plan so that you can feel like you're accomplishing something. Not because you're not, but because as parents, and especially if you were not brought up homeschooling, if you were in public school or some other kind of school, it's kind of hard to get used to the whole feel of homeschooling. So one thing I used to do is jot down what we did for the day. So I journaled a lot when my children were younger, and so it helped me to see that we were learning. Now I don't journal as much. What I do is just do check boxes, okay? And I write down what I would like to accomplish for the week and check it off as we go. If something doesn't fit or something happened where I couldn't check every box, it goes into the next week. So, and I will show you that in another video, but I wanted to jump on, tell you guys what we're doing for our 11th grade science, and tell me what you're doing. If you're doing elementary, oh, speaking of elementary, Real Science for Kids has the elementary, even like, I mean, they start them, I think, at like kindergarten or something. And I have those because I'm always teaching other kids. So I like to like grab stuff just in case. And, you know, nieces come over, nephews, things like that. But yeah, so they do. Check them out. GravitasPress.com. Real Science for Kids. Chemistry Level 2. Don't forget, if you really enjoyed this video, please like it, thumbs up. Also, if you want to know when I jump on here and I have a video, you know, touch that bell over there. Also, do not forget to subscribe and to comment. Thanks. Bye.